open up the thing and share it.
Gotcha.
Oh, let me send it to the guys.
All right.
And hello, guys, and welcome to week 2, episode 2 of our second season. I'm back with Gabe. Hello, Gabe. How are you doing?
Pretty good, Killian. Yourself?
Pretty good, especially after last night. Manchester City made it into the Carabao Cup final. A lot of people calling it a Mickey Mouse trophy, saying it's nothing special. A trophy's a trophy, and that's all I can think about. It was a good performance, a good win against Newcastle to get back to Wembley, or as City fans call it these days, Etihad South, where they will be playing Arsenal. So I know a lot of people, they don't really have too much of an interest in the Carabao Cup. They think it's not that important. But when you have Arsenal versus Manchester City, the two top teams in the Premier League at the moment, the two teams fighting it out for the Premier League, this could mean a lot more than it seems. That's what I personally think. It really could.
I mean, this is your standard kind of prize fighter matchup as the two top teams in the league are going head to head. And regardless of whether or not it's an in-season tournament or if it's the league itself, nobody's going to want to miss out on a chance to witness two teams at their peak right now going head to head.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Saying in-season tournament is maybe the most American thing you have ever said.
Well, we got to find a way to relate it to the people somehow.
It's a cup. It's a cup. But yeah, it's a good win for City. Speaking on the other half, Arsenal, they beat Chelsea with a last-minute goal from Kai Havertz, former Chelsea player. He scored to win a Champions League for Chelsea. No love lost there because he was celebrating, pointing at the Arsenal badge after he scored against his former team. But yeah, a lot of people complaining about Arsenal, saying they were very boring. The way the League Cup works, Carabao Cup, is the semifinals are 2 legs, so 2 games. You play the team at home and away, and whoever's got the best result between the 2 games ends up going through. So Arsenal won the first game. They won it 3-2, and then all they had to do was tie the second game to get through to the next round. So yeah, they knew what they had to do, and they pretty much got it done. They played very defensive, but at the end of the day, they didn't even need to win. So they did what they have to. And I mean, a lot of people are complaining about it, but it's part of the game.
I mean, we know Arsenal's been a super defensive team, so it makes sense that they would continue to play in the way that best suits them. And at the end of the day, they ended up winning anyway, so it's a moot point. But everybody knows more or less how Arsenal is going to line up. They're going to line up in their heavy defensive mindset and force you to beat them, regardless of whether or not they need to win. Obviously, for the league games, for the tournament games, that kind of stuff, they need to win. This one, they didn't even need to win. They were just inviting Chelsea, saying, we don't think you guys can beat us. And what do you know? They weren't able to beat Arsenal. So fair play to Arsenal, even if it was a little on the boring end to watch. But then you do get a little bit of the spicier moments where you see former Chelsea man Kai Havertz score the winner.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Arsenal, it's been a while since they won a proper trophy. I mean, they've won the Community Shield, which I'm not going to count because that's the trophy you win for it. Essentially, it's the preseason trophy that kind of starts off the year. Neither team has fully grown into the league. It's the first game. Neither team really cares, and it's for charity. So it's not really anything that's a big deal. They won that, and they won it because they came second place in the Premier League. They didn't even get invited into that because they won anything. Usually the teams that play that are the FA Cup winner and the Premier League winner, and they didn't even win either. So that doesn't really matter, but this could be a trophy for Arsenal. They've only ever won one proper trophy under Arteta, being the FA Cup in Arteta's first season, which was maybe 8 years ago, a while ago at least.
Quite a ways back.
So yeah, this could be a momentum lifter for Arsenal. This could change things. This could help them on the route to potentially a Premier League victory. I don't know. We'll see. But on the other hand, if Arsenal were to lose this could be a major dip in confidence. Losing to the team that's chasing them, it could prove that Manchester City could still catch them. They could still beat them. So I think it's a big game.
Especially considering how good Manchester City have looked. They looked pretty confident against the Newcastle side. I believe the score in aggregate was what, 3-1? Or was that just the last game?
It was 5-1. Yeah,
5-1 in aggregate. So then 3-1 this last game. But either way, they still played very good at the end of the day. Like, they did what they needed to do. And even despite already having the lead, they then continued to further essentially humiliate Newcastle by getting 3 more to add on to it. And yeah, they did concede the one, but either way, it was still a really good showing from Man City. And realistically, if anybody in the Premier League is capable of beating Arsenal, you would pick Man City to be that team to beat them. Granted, Arsenal have choked a few other games in the league so far,
Yeah.
but most of those are somewhat circumstantial. If you had to pick a team in the moment to beat Arsenal, 9 times out of 10, I feel like you would pick Man City.
Well, the thing is, I'll say City actually haven't beaten Arsenal in the